All right, Barlow Brigade, welcome back to the world headquarters for everything Barlow. Got a little open tag thing going out today. It's for Mr. Tom at Knife Delights, who is a outstanding gentleman. We're going to hit his open tag, but I'm also going to combine that with the Barlow Brigade Bangers. That's a hashtag that I've started a while back. Hadn't really sparked a whole lot of interest, but it does to me, and y'all see in a minute why I'm doing it that way today. Okay, first of all, I got a little eye candy on the Deep South Cutlery Anvil. Guys, I've been around pocket knives and knives all my life, but until I got my hands on this bad boy yesterday, I'm not really afraid of it. But let me tell you what, guys, I'm afraid of it. Now I know why when brother Harold talks about his Camillus, I call them big boy trappers, large trappers. I got it. I got the sizzle now. This thing weighs, it's got to weigh. Hell, I don't know. I ain't weighed it, but it's heavy. And it's pretty now. I mean, I know it's bone stag. It's not. I'm see at the blades all dry. I'm scared to wipe it off. Y'all listen to this. I'm talking about that my brother down at Briar Patch Blade call that a snapping turtle. Okay, this son gonna hurt you. If this gets on your finger, you're gonna need more than a band-aid. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do, man. I like all y'all a lot, but I'm not about to open this thing back up and put it on the animal. Listen to this. It's gonna have to loosen up a whole bunch for the old man to mess with that one much. But I already planned. I called my friend that's a machinist, and he's gonna put me a lanyard hole in it. He said he's worried about the bone cracking and all that, and I told him that if he'd give me a minute, I could explain it to him where we could probably get that done without too much trouble. Okay, so what you toting? Well, I didn't carry. I had to go to Hattiesburg today. Some of y'all may have saw a short I did about being in Hattiesburg, Mississippi today. That's a little old town it's about 35 minutes north of here. Well, it's a little town. It's like this where the University of Southern Mississippi is. It's way bigger than Wiggins, but it's in the scope of things, it's a small town. Depends on their school. If school in session, there's probably 200,000 people there, but it's not in session. It's about 120,000. I really don't know. I'm just guessing. Anyway, nope, I didn't carry a modern today, but I did bring this little deal with me. Now, this is one of them $5 Walmart knives, and don't miss the boat on these $5 knives. Now, the display I got up there in my little old one horse town Walmart, ain't much left, but they had this in there, and a little dirty. I've been toting it, but this sun gun is sharp. Well, listen, man, it's just 440 steel, but it's $5. Sheath's worth that, but there is a problem with the sheath. First time I put it on to go out take the trash out to the road, I pulled it off my pocket, and the pocket clip. Now I know the clip's supposed to come off so you can use your paracord and tie it to your backpack or whatever, but it just popped right off. So I went in there and got me some of that good old Gorilla Glue and put me a patch inside there. I mean, it ain't coming off now, I can promise you that, because I toted it all day. Didn't give me any bit of trouble after that. Okay. Now I know I've already called Mr. Harold, Mr. Brother Harold out on this, but he asked a question about a knife that was in my short, and this is the knife he was talking about. This is a 2000 copper lock. It's the one I did a full restoration on. The scales were cracked. I re-glued the scales and jigged it where you couldn't see the cracks. I dyed it. Of course, this side turned out beautiful, but this side is not bad. It's just not as beautiful as the other side. But in my world, I'm just calling this banger. This episode is a banger, so this is a banger. It's an old lockback. It's solid, just as sharp as day is long. Of course, I gave it a good stropping. Hadn't had to cut it, but it's a frost cutlery. But if you look at that shield, that's a millennial 2000. So this knife is 24 years old. I call it, at my house, that's vintage. But that son gun just pretty as a puppy with three tails. All right, so that's what I'm toting in my first slip. Now in my second slip, I have, this is called the Senator. This is from the Appaloosa Spades collection. Rough Rider, but just pretty. I mean, I just don't think you can go wrong with these. I'm trying to add these slowly. I'd like to get as many of these as I can get, and because they're beautiful knives. And if I'm ever gonna get into the House of Congress that Travis the Case guy has, I'm gonna need to. I gotta up my game a little bit. Anyway, got my old glucose monitor. A little high right there. Got to go in there and take me a little something, get that down. And then I got my pocket cross from Brother Dwayne, and made me a little impromptu slip out of a glasses case that I had laying around. But I'm gonna keep it pristine as long as I can, because the main focus on my short today was the pocket cross. He did a tag where he wanted people to show their cross, where they were and where they were traveling with it and where they had it and things like that. So I tried to facilitate that with this pocket dump, and or with that what you toting that I did. So there you go, Brother Dwayne. Now then, let's move these out of the way. We'll get into the meat of what's going on here today in the headquarters, Barlow International headquarters. Okay, the first banger. There's a gentleman who has been a constant commenter on the work I've done here with the Barlow Brigade, and his name is Tom Merritt. I don't know him from Adam. He lives in the booming metropolis of Bendale, Mississippi, which is about way the crow flies. It ain't very far, probably 20 miles, but you have to drive over there. It's kind of a long and windy road, but probably take you about 25, 30 minutes to get there. I don't know if he lives in North Bendale, South Bendale. I don't really know where he lives, but they may be 5 different ways to get there. Of course, traveling around here, if you just got to know if you're going, you got to know. Anyway, I went down when I picked up that big trapper. I was sitting there, and the preacher looked over at me, and he said, Tom Merritt. And I said, well, he's a commenter on my page. He said, well, he told me to give you this. And he reaches over and hands me a couple of boxes. So I was shocked, Anyway, I opened them up and looked, and the first one it's a RR305. I think that's the 3rd or 4th generation box. Now, they've been making this same knife. They went through the blue box and the other, I can't think what the other one is, but they went through so this knife has come out in several different, productions of the Rough Rider knives. Now, I just want y'all to look. Ain't that pretty? I I'm gonna tell you right now, man, that red jig bone from, I got a slimline trapper in this red bone, and they just ain't very many knives. Now this is a pattern I've never collected. Now, I love a half hawk, but this is one of them deals. This is probably another one of them rabbit holes I'm gonna get to go down. I done went down it with the elephant toes and I don't know what to tell you. I didn't collect knives hardly for a few years, and now seems like I'm buying everyone I can get my hands on, but I really can't do that because I can't afford it. But this is a beautiful knife, and Mr. Tom, I sure appreciate Mr. Merritt more than you can imagine. I'm going to enjoy this. I can promise. I know it's got a lanyard hole, so that means, according to Mr. Wade over there, was a knife doctor. I mean, it's got to have a leather in it, so we're going to fix that up. Now, the second box was even more amazing. I mean, it says Remington. That's right. This man gave me a Remington knife. Now, this one got a little salt on it. I'm not going to sit there and try to say it's a bullet knife, but this is from the backwoods collection, so I had to do some research in it. But it's a Remington. It's a 15643, and bone handle. But look at that. Y'all look at that bad boy right there. Now it's a Stockman. It's 3.5 inches. Of course, I like them. I like them big ones. So, being, if you remember to herd them up, and that we like them big ones. But it's got the stone washed blades. But the main thing, like I say, but if you can, hard to see that tank stamp, but it says carbon steel. So, but it's a pristine knife. Got the good snap. Got your sheep foot blade. I actually call that a Copeland blade, but sheep foot blade. Got your spade blade. Got your spade blade. And I'm talking about, I don't know if Mr. Merritt, if he warmed this one up or not, but that sun gun is blistering. I'm talking about just a pretty knife, y'all. Just a pretty knife. I'll be proud to put this in my pocket. Okay, Mr. Merritt, thank you very much. You're the kind of commenter and the kind of individual that I welcome to my channel every day. I appreciate you. Thank you for your comments. I'm giving you a big shout out because you deserve it. Okay, that's my first banger. Here comes the second banger. There's an individual from Arizona. He's a young man. I affectionately call him Zona. His name is Louis. And he was one of the first subscribers that I had here at the Barlow Brigade, and he's been with me ever since. Me and him pop stuff off of each other. He sends me something in a comment, and I'll pop him back in when I answer his comment, and this and that and the other. And one day out of the blue, well, after I got my, what I call, of course, I hesitant to use the word grail, but when I got my grail Granddaddy Barlow from Big Fish 7334, when I got that knife from Mr. Wally, it's kind of like that Rosecraft blade I got from HT. It needed a proper blanket, so I reached out or made a comment to Zona that I wanted to see if I could get a proper blanket for him for that knife to lay in. So there's the sticker, Arizona EDC. He's probably triple the number of subscribers that I got, but y'all need to go over. He's a young man. He's got a little different flair, a little different thing on the way he does things. but he's a good kid. He's got good content, and you will enjoy his channel. I promise you. So y'all get over there and give him a holler. So this, yesterday I get a box, and I go out there at the mailbox and get it out of the mail. And look, I want y'all to look what this young man sent me. See his maker's mark on there? Now this is it looks like wood, the way he's got it painted and the way he's dyed it and the texture of it. And so what I told him I needed was a Barlow, was a thing I can put my granddaddy Barlows in. So, and here, and I'm gonna show y'all why. This is how I keep my granddaddy Barlows. I put them in glasses cases, and then I separate each one between each one of the glasses cases so they don't rub and bump and pop on each other the way they do. Now I've got 2, 4, 6. I got 8, 10 of them. I don't know how many I got, but now I can carry my granddaddy Barlows and don't have to worry about them being protected. So he saw the knife, which I almost showed y'all. This is a Saber Japanese bone handle number 29 that Mr. Wally sent me. And I've had this particular knife in my cart on eBay for quite a while. It's not an expensive knife, but they don't come up very often. And when they do, they're usually in very bad shape. Now this one's not completely perfect, but it's okay. It's not the condition of the knife. It's the thought that went in, and the understanding that Mr. Wally had when he sent it to me. His deal was, he showed it to me in a picture, and I told him, I said, man, that's the knife. That's the one right there. I mean, I have the Delrin. Okay, this is the Delrin. It's the exact same knife, but the tang stamp is 629 as opposed to this one, which is number 29, which makes this an earlier. This is probably middle 60s, to middle 70s knife done in bone handle. And I'm talking about Mr. Wally got that sun gun. It's popping. That sun gun right there is sharp. It'll hurt you. It'll hurt you. But anyway, we'll go around here and show you this slip one more time. Now, when I got it, it was tight. I put conditioner on it, then I mineral oiled it. You can see where it's got some stippling around the edge here, where I had to get in there I took a big old kitchen spoon and got in there and got on it. But you see now how it's starting to form into the knife, and it's absolutely perfect. It's not a shaker. It's not a shaker, but I can just reach right there, pull it right out, put it in my pocket, get ready to get it back out, pull it right back out. Now it'll shake, it'll come out, but I don't want it to. I want it to stay in my pocket. I don't want that knife to get beat around. The deal on this knife is, it's once again, that term grail. This is my grail knife. I don't want it beating around on anything. So, Brother Louis, Zona, brother, I don't know what I haven't. I prayed about it. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it's coming back on you, brother. I'm gonna do something. So, guys, I'm trying to quit buying knives long enough to get my stickers made. I got some very good ideas. I got some thoughts on what they should look like and what they should be. And they're in prototype. I've already taken all the information out to my local printer here and the print shop that does our stuff around here. And the young lady's working on it. She sent me a couple of drafts. So those will be coming shortly. And at that time, I will do a mailing, and everybody that's hit me will get one. So everybody know that. Okay, so your two Barlow Brigade bangers for the day, Mr. Tom Merritt from Benndale, Mississippi. Great individual, a great subscriber, and a person that I can't wait to press the flesh. Zona, you know how I feel about you, brother. I already told you this more than once. Okay, 426 subscribers. So we not far, guys. 75 subscribers, and I'm going to do a massive giveaway. So if you will like this video, I would love for you to share this video. I would love for you to comment on my video. Even if you just go in there and put a period, at least the analytics will show up that it was made. I made a comment on it. So that's all I got from y'all today. Just want to get on here. Me and Miss Trish, she's my domestic partner. We had to be in Hattiesburg early this morning. Got all that taken care of. I'm a blessed man. Everybody to know that. And I can't think of any other way to close this thing out but to say, I hope all of y'all are suffering from Barlow madness.